This small landlocked European country is found between Romania to the west and the Ukraine to the east. Up until World War II, it was a part of Romania, and if you visit both countries, you'll see a lot of cultural similarities. Then it was part of the Soviet Union until 1991, so you'll also see a number of similarities there. But Moldova has a lot to offer in its own right. Today we share the top 10 best things to do in Moldova so you can plan a trip and experience all the exciting attractions and activities this beautiful city has to offer. Starting with number 10, Chișinău. This modern and friendly place is Moldova's biggest city and serves as its capital. Chișinău has loads of green space, parks, and historical buildings. It feels like a city with space. There's also no shortage of restaurants, art galleries, nightclubs, spas, and casinos. You'll want to visit Pushkin Park and the Orange Pyramid at the World War II Memorial. You'll find marvelous frescoes in the Nativity Cathedral, and if that's not for you, check out the stalls of the local modern artists in the art market. At number 9 is the Orheiul Vechi. Just an hour outside of Chișinău is Orheiul, or Old Orheiul, Moldova's most incredible site. It's an archaeological complex with rich cultural and historical significance. It's also a place of stunning natural beauty. Overlooking the Rau River, this open-air complex features fortifications, baths, caves, ruins, and monasteries, all which date back as late as the Dacian tribes of 2,000 years ago. The ancient monuments date from various periods including the Tatar and Mongol invasions, the 10th century BC, and more recently the occupation of the Golden Horde in the 14th century. At number 8, Cricova Winery. A quick 30 minutes from Chișinău is Cricova Winery. The second largest underground winery in the world, it is definitely something to experience. You'll find 120 kilometers of complex roadways above ground and an elaborate tunnel system underground which has been in place since the 15th century when the limestone was dug out to build Chișinău. This wonderful wine city includes warehouses, underground tasting rooms, and guided tours. You'll travel 100 meters below ground and have a look at what 1.25 million bottles of wine looks like. At number 7, Manastirea Curchi. This monastery wins the award for the most beautiful in all of Moldova. The complex is made up of 5 churches, a refectory, several abbeys, and monk cells. Its beauty comes from the Bessarabia architectural style. The centerpiece for the complex is the Mother of God Church, built at the end of the 19th century. After you've explored the grounds and learned about the unique history of the monastery, it was once a psychiatric hospital during the Soviet era. Enjoy a nice stroll through the orchards. At number 6 in our list, Saharna. This small village is the one that visitors most often say they'd love to return to. The Holy Trinity Monastery is there, but it's also a place of breathtaking natural beauty. There's a silence and calmness that permeates the place and you, after just a short time. Saharna is a pilgrimage place for many Moldavians because of a footprint on a rock which is believed to be the Virgin Mary's. Nature lovers will for sure love Saharna. The river Saharna has 22 waterfalls, the most famous being Gypsy Hole. At number 5, Capriana. Sitting in a lush green forest in Capriana is one of the oldest monasteries in Moldova. Founded in the 15th century by Alexander the Good, it was once the home of the Moldavian bishop as well as Ciprian, one of the first Moldavian poets. It houses the largest convent library in the country and after years of neglect, was reopened in 1989 as a symbol of national revival. While you're there, you can make some stops nearby to visit the oak tree of Stefan the Great in Cadru, the oldest nature reserve in the country. At number 4, Bendery. One of Transnistria's 3 cities, Bendery is the greener and more aesthetically pleasing counterpart to Tiraspol. Though you can still see the bullet holes that remain from the civil war with Moldova, the city itself is friendly and fun. Be sure to check out the fortress, built in the 16th century. It's changed hands a number of times and is a great reflection of the history of the city. At number 3 in our list, Rose Valley Park. In the 1950s, rose plantations were planted in the Rose Valley. At the end of the 1960s, the park saw some improvement. New lanes were laid, concrete dams were built, and lakes were cleared of silt. Now the central section of the park is decorated with several lakes covering 9 hectares. About 50 varieties of trees and bushes grow there. At number 2, Soroca. Soroca has played a large and important role throughout Moldova's history due to its location on the Dniester River. During wars and sieges, armies were able to defend the country well from this vantage point. The highlight is Soroca Fortress, one in a chain of military strongholds built as early as the 14th century by princes looking to fortify their position against invaders. Because of the large Roma community here, Soroca is the unofficial Roma capital. For fun, walk by the mansions of the Roma elite that line the streets of the city center. Check out the number 1 places in our list, Taul Park and Pommer Mansion. Located in Taul Village, Taul Park is the largest in the country. Inside the park is the stately mansion house of Ivan Pommer, which was built at the beginning of the 20th century. It's a testament to landscape architecture and was highly revered in its time. The park itself is comprised of 2 parts. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite things to do in Moldova? Is there something we missed? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to Greenable if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.